Hey, it's Sean Donato over here. And I'm bringing to you a brand new fucking review of Artificial Brain, self-titled. Now, before we get into this, I gotta give out a shout out to some talent out there that I know personally. Link in the description. Blue Diamond, she's a rapper from fucking the West Coast with some slick lines, slick bars, slick flows. A lot of confidence on the mic too. Over some West Coast style beats. You might dig it. Now, on to this shit. Yeah, it's a metal review, and I introduced to a rap. Get fucking diverse. So, with this album right here, this is the new fucking album, third album from Artificial Brain, a dissonant death metal band. Now, before we get into what that's about, this is the third album with the last fucking appearance from the vocalist Will Smith. Not to be confused with the Will Smith from Independence Day or I Am Legend, even though this shit right here is kind of futuristic and spacey with the aliens and shit and devastation. But this ain't the Will Smith we're talking about. This ain't the Men in Black. This ain't the getting jiggy with it. This is more like getting the fucking world destroyed with it. This shit. Anyway, with this right here, I feel is definitely a step up from their other albums. Now, the first album was dope. I love the first album. Very sci-fi, very thematic, and very generous with the intricate guitar playing and drums and all that shit. And some synths too. However, on the next shit, I wasn't really feeling, because the mix was out of whack. The vocals were kind of buried. The drums are 6 feet under. It didn't complement the guitar work whatsoever. Well, this shit right here is definitely a step up, and definitely the best in my opinion. And I said they were a dissonant death metal band. Did I say that? I'm pretty sure I said that. And with the dissonant death metal, you're probably asking, what the flying, fiery from hell fuck is death metal? Well, very profane, anonymous person, I'm glad you fucking asked. It's basically a little bit different from the traditional death metal. This death metal is basically saying traditional death metal, look, I respect you, I fucks with you, but we doing our own shit. We getting a little more adventurous, we stepping away from the traditional progression that you guys do, and we getting wild with it. So, yeah, love you, but doing some different shit. And that's pretty much Sean Donato's interpretation of dissonant death metal. Now, with this shit right here, it's very unapologetic. This is an attack on the eardrums, but it feels so fucking good, because they're giving you a generous fucking dosage of atmosphere, really building on the scenery that they're going for the thematic progression of the album. So it's visceral, it's tearing everything apart, but it's got a theme to it, and I fucks with that. It's very hard-hitting, very spacey. There's definitely a lot to be noticed in the mix. The drum fills, the fucking synths they got going on, and the guitars, the drums, the drums are so fucking visceral. They sound like fucking military artillery going off in a space war. That's what they sound like. Or sometimes they'll sound like the alien got you and he's just clawing away at you. It doesn't sound robotic like fucking progressive metal. Almost progressive metal. Shout out to my sugar. But anyway, back to this shit. So, yeah, like, this definitely gives you a great portion of melody, space, and visceralness. And the vocals are fucking guttural. Now, if I had to, like, complain, I would say that I wish the vocals were consistently better, because they do have, like, some pigginess to it. You know, I'm a pescatarian and I don't really fuck with swine near my metal. And the swine in this time, not really fucking with. Boss. Let me stop. But anyway, yeah. Thematically, I felt this is great. But when the vocals are hitting. They're guttural. They are monstrous. They sound like a fucking alien about to attack you and devour you. And the instrumentation, man. The instrumentation, like when they throw in some synths and like the melody, it sounds like lasers going off. And it's fucking amazing. But yeah, I mean, I told you my gripes. And there's one song that cuts off a little early. You know, we could have wanted more. But the consistency, the progression is so much better than the first. First wasn't bad. I love the first one. First one was great. But this one kicks a little more ass. And I definitely fuck with that. Definitely fuck with that. And due to the progression, due to how tangible and generous of a fucking onslaught of just visceral and melodic instrumentation, I gotta give this shit mwah, 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 4 fucking chef's kisses out of 5. That's how I'm feeling about it. I mean, if this ain't your type of metal, this ain't your type of metal, but this is my type of fucking metal. Okay? Okay? But do check out some doom metal. Do check out some thrash metal, black metal, all that good shit. Check it out any fucking metal you want. I'm just making recommendations. But anyway, what'd you think of this? Did this make you want to rock out? Did this make you, into it? Did this bring you to another land? Or did this make you want to soar the fuck off? Let Sean Donato know. Let me know what you thought of this. I love it. And Sean Donato, Artificial fucking Brain. Ta-da to Will Smith, man. Hopefully the next fucking vocalist kicks ass. Like you. But until then, I'm out of here.